Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, and good night, wherever you are. We are here with the grand final of the 5th annual Illusion of Gaia Randomizer tournament. We had 4 exciting races so far, and we're now on the... No, we had 3 races, and this is the 4th one. I can't count today. So we have the winners of yesterday, which are Solarcell, which you will see on the top of the stream. He's a former speedrunning world champion. He has won this tournament before, and now he's going for his second title, and he will be racing against DontBaguMe, who is the developer of this randomizer, has a lot of experience with the coding, and who has taken part in this tournament but has not won a title so far. So it's due time. And then we have Suborskar, who just beat me in the semifinals and grabbed the last spot in the final. He's the newest player in this roster, but by far not the worst of them. He really put Solar in his place in their race. He was just barely a few minutes behind him, and he thoroughly crushed me right now. So he's definitely the underdog, but he's definitely got the stuff to win this. So we're all excited to see how this is going. And Fico, I'm very excited. So what do you say we just get these guys started?
Oh, I think we should go for it. I'm very excited as well.
Okay, so I just started their timers. We should see them moving any second now. And yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so rude. I haven't introduced you. Fico, he's our main commentator today. Already commentated the semis, so you are definitely in the right mood right now. So out of the 3 races, who you think is your favorite?
Is my favorite? Well, I'm a commentator, so I'm not supposed to have any favorites.
Yeah, but okay. Who's the guy you think has the best chances of winning?
The best chance to win, I mean, I guess it's probably Solar, just given his general speedrunning experience and also experience in this randomizer. But I mean, the thing about randomizers is it's quite literally random. Like, you don't know what routing choices are going to end up paying off, which ones are going to end up not paying off. So it really can go a lot of different ways. We have the start here in Diamond Mine. The players get spin dash right away, which allows them to get basically everything in the back of Diamond Mine. There are 2 different paths, but
they can definitely all cheese the ramp now. You see it on Suborskar screen right now, and you see it on Bagu's screen. They use spin dash to get off this ramp a little bit earlier, and they get Lance's ladder for it. So this is one of the new settings. We're playing the finals with a couple of new settings. We are starting inside a dungeon. So whenever they save and quit, they will be back in this dungeon. This is called an unsafe start. Earlier we only had safe starts, which means they always started in the city. So this makes resetting a little bit more difficult because they will always have to fight out their way of this dungeon before they can get all the other locations. Another difference we had is chaos logic. So in chaos logic, we had the completable logic before, which was like the seed saying, hey, I'm gonna give you access to everything. You decide what you want to do and what you actually need. This chaos logic says, oh, I'm only gonna give you what's really absolutely necessary. Maybe a few things besides that, but I'm not gonna necessarily left you 100% this seed. So there might be some locations or items that are just simply locked out by the logic by the time they are placed. Right, something that's sometimes locked is like a diamond, a mushroom block drop very far in Cress, so you can't get it because you would need that mushroom drop to progress, but it's locked behind its own progression. So that would mean this location is just not in chaos logic.
Yeah, and I think we should, just in case we have any new viewers who weren't here for any of the earlier races, we should briefly go over what the objectives here are. So the goal of the randomizer, much like in the vanilla game, is to defeat Dark Gaia. And in order to be able to face the final boss, Dark Gaia, you need to meet a few different conditions. So for this race, you need to collect 3 of the 6 Mystic statues. This is a player choice seat, which means that the players have the option of choosing any 3 Mystic statues. They don't need to get any 3 specific ones. They have their own choice there. The second thing that they need to do is they need to free Kara from a painting, and she will be at the end of one of the 5 minor dungeons in the game. So when you reach that point and you have magic dust, you use that on the painting, and that allows you to free her. And then the last qualifier is that you need to have the aura, which is an item that allows you to transform into shadow.
And usually it's kind of a guessing game where Kara is. We can get some hints which give us about their location, but all our players found Lance's letter, which is the item that just straight out tells you, hey guys, Kara is here. So all of our players knows that she will be in the diamond mine, which means we have another Samlet seed, which is great. Samlet seeds are best seeds.
Very fitting for the prize that the players are going to get at the end.
Yeah, definitely. So this means she's actually in the dungeon everybody has started, but she's in a different section. She's locked behind 3 keys. Our players will need to find, in addition to the magic dust to actually free her, they will need an elevator key and mine key A and B to open all the doors that are in her way. But so far, they are not looking for these items yet. Right now, they are looking for progression that will open up the world to them. They are starting on one of the 5 continents. The game has been divided into 5 continents with different locations, and they need travel items to get from one continent to the next. So far, nobody has found anything, but Suborskar is the first one checking the jeweler. So we'll see if there's anything on the jeweler. And the elevator key for 26 red jewels. That's going to be important. And other than that, only a bit of trash. So yeah. Jeweler is kind of disappointing until the very end. So red jewels are kind of the base currency we have in this game. 112 checks in total, but 50 of those checks are red jewels. But in this seed, we will only need 42 for the very last item the jeweler will sell us. So there's technically 8 red jewels that are trash items, quote unquote. Because in Chaos Logic, those red jewels might not even be available because they might be locked in a dungeon that is locked out of Logic. So yeah, we'll have to see how tight red jewels really are. In Chaos Logic, you can never tell.
One other item of note with the jeweler is that they're going to need 45 of the 50 red jewels in order to get access to the mansion, which is one of the 2 ways in which the players can get the 6th Mystic statue. Oftentimes, that is the faster way to get it if you have enough red jewels, but 45 out of 50 is a lot, especially if certain areas are inaccessible. It's probably not going to be available to the players in this race.
Yeah, so that was, I thought it was 42, but 45 is really a lot. We had, just in comparison, we had 38 in the last seed, and I think the highest we've seen so far was 41. So that's because the players have also upgraded the difficulty. They're playing on hard difficulty compared to normal, so the jeweler is a bit more expensive. Item locations aren't as straightforward. There will be more double dipping in these settings, usually, because the game just says, hey, you chose hard, you can do the extra work. So the players will most likely have a bit more struggle in these settings than we've seen before, which is great for us because we see a lot of more finals. The reason why we played on hard difficulty is because the players also agreed on boss shuffle, which means in order to get the 3 Mystic Statues, they need to kill 3 bosses. They may still decide which bosses they kill, but when they enter a boss room, they will not know which boss is in that room. So they might find the crystal balls in this dungeon in Sky Garden, which would usually take them to Viper's room, and Viper would give them Mystic Statue number 2. But once they have the crystal balls and enter the room, there might be any boss behind in this location. So they could be facing down Mummy Queen all of a sudden. So this will make it more different, because more interesting, because you might not be able to fight any boss with the given stats you have, or you might just have a really hard time suddenly having a boss at the end of Great Wall, which you can only reach his will, and then you have to fight that boss's will. So basically, if the vampires are in the Great Wall, for example, you will have to do the fight as will. There's no way around it. And then it's the decision, do you do that boss fight, or are you gambling, maybe I can get another location earlier? So I think that's gonna make or break a couple of decisions here. But so far, all our players are doing kind of the same stuff, but in a different order. They're all in Sky Garden, which is a really, really good place right now. 5 items they can all get, and 4 dark spaces. Dark spaces for our abilities. There's 6 of them. We need at least 3. So 3 are not as important, but can be helpful. Although the Psycho Dash is already useless because we found Spin Dash, but we have the first freedom ability. That's correct. And it is Aura Barrier. Excellent. So that gives us 2 more items in this. This is the 3rd time in this tournament that we see Aura Barrier actually being useful.
Yeah, it's not a common thing at all.
No, it's not a common thing. It's crazy. We had it 3 times in this tournament already. And that's what Solarcell and DontBaguMe are already doing. They didn't Death Warp, which would have transformed them back into Will. They left the room as Freedom and run straight into the last room. And now they're using the Aura Barrier to activate the statue. And this will allow them to open up this passage and get to 2 items a little bit earlier, though Bagu is not going for the items. He wants to check the dark space in the back first. Okay, that's a fair choice. That still might have been an ability, because there can be up to 2 abilities in this dungeon. And we only seen 1 so far, so this could also have something he needs. And it has another freedom ability. Wow, okay, so Bagu definitely had the right idea, because this will open up new checks no matter what it is. And it's Dark Freya even. Okay, this is the one we want to see. You can do everything with Dark Freya. You can skip the other abilities by using that. Suborskar also found his Dark Freya. Very, very good. Heals up, and I think Suborskar has not opened the passage for the... Oh no, he didn't pick up Aura Barrier yet, so he did not see that dark space yet. That might save him a little bit of time, because he probably won't pick up that ability now when he sees it. While everybody else has to... I think he's still gonna check the dark space, because there might also be a Will ability inside. But he might just not pick it up, and he save a little bit of time on that animation. Okay, meanwhile, we're checking Bagu's inventory. The crystal ring, which is pretty nice. That teapot, which won't help him yet. And a lot of red jewels, which we know are also not very helpful unless he gets 26 of them. So far, not the greatest item haul. But he still has 1 item left. Let's see what it is. And it's Lola's letter. Perfect. That's his travel item. Lola's letter will teach him about Moss Code. And we have a friend who's Seth, the fish monster. And we can moss him to take us over the ocean. So he can swim us to the water locations, which are Watermere on continent 3, South Cape on continent 1, or the Diamond Coast on continent 2, where we are now. So Bagu is already switching continents, and he's going straight to continent 3, because he has a boss available in this continent, actually. With Dark Freya and Spin Dash, he could full clear the Great Wall and get a boss.
That's a very good point. It is kind of questionable whether you would want to do that right away, because it's definitely going to make the death warps for the rest of the run a lot slower, but probably not having to double dip in Great Wall is still worth it. You know, you can clear all the items, check all the dark spaces, and knock out a boss.
Also, thinking about boss shuffle again, there might be a really hard boss at the end of the Great Wall, which he just doesn't want to kill yet, because he wants to come back here with more stats, or the boss kill just takes too long. So we might see him scout the boss, but not kill it, or just commit. I mean, an early boss kill, I mean, it kind of makes the harder dungeons a bit easier, because you get more HP, you get more defense, hopefully, you get more strength. So all the stat upgrades are locked behind bosses in this game, so you need to kill bosses eventually. You might kill one early for the extra upgrades, but like I said, death warping is a really big thing. We don't have like a magic mirror or an escape rope or whatever. You have an escape unit in other dungeons, in other randomizers, so we need to rely on death warping a lot of the time. And meanwhile, Solarcell and Fiku and Suborskar are doing something that Bagoo did not do, they are checking the item in room 2. Bagoo did not check this item. Bagoo just went straight after the behind the Lola letter.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's a pretty lengthy check to
and
go
it was
for, so it does make some sense to skip it.
Yeah, and it was a useless item too, so Bagoo definitely had the right intuition at that point. And he did not go into the Great Wall. He's deciding, I want the freebie items first. He just went straight to the next continent, South Cape. Probably wants to get rid of the teapot as well. Gets some inventory management done. Inventory management is a big thing. You only have 16 slots, but you have 112 items, so you need to pick up a lot, need to set down a lot of items. Some items you can only set down at certain spots, like the teapot. You can only place that down in the Moon Tribe, which is here on Continent 1. So Solar also went straight to Continent 1. He's following Bagoo. And Suborskar went to Continent 3 and does the Watermere checks that Bagoo already did. He's not gonna find anything too exciting here. He might find a crystal ball here, actually. So Bagoo already has 2 of the crystal balls, which means he's halfway to another boss location already. And they know where the elevator key is, so that's not too shabby. Oh, it's 43, not 45 of the red jewels for an dimension. Okay, that makes it a little less taxing, but still a lot.
Yeah.
And
clearing the Moon Tribe challenge, which is made a lot easier when you have Spin Dash, certainly a lot faster.
Yeah, we're seeing it with Solarcell now as well. It's 6 worms you have to kill, and you can basically one-tap them if you hit them all with Spin Dash. And he's getting a crystal ball from it, so this is really nice. This is, 1 item away from the boss room in dungeon number 2 in the Sky Garden, which we have access to. And I'm interested what Suborskar is going to do now. He just left Watermere, so he's not going to South Cape like the other 2. He will instead. Looks like he's gonna dip into either Sea Palace or Moo. Yeah, he's gonna dip into Moo. Great. Wow, that's a gutsy play with these stats.
It's a sensible play though when you have one hope statue. It's usually a pretty efficient use of your time. The general routing in this randomizer is based around trying to minimize the amount of times you have to go back to a dungeon that you've already been to. With that said, there are some dungeons where it's much less of a time cost to go back, and Mew is kind of a weird dungeon in the sense that you have to lower the water level by using the hope statues, and so the route you have to go through is kind of strange. You have to go sort of along a certain path to a point where you can use the hope statue, then you have to go back further and lay a second one, and then only at that point does the whole dungeon become available to you. So when you have one, it's often a pretty time-efficient route to go through.
Because at the end, when you put down 1 hope statue, you will lower the water level, but the second entrance is right at the start, so you would have to death warp anyway. So it's usually, if with 1 statue, it makes sense to go in there and then come back once you have the second one, and usually waiting for Slider to be able to play some shortcuts. So definitely I approve of this play, but it's definitely a bit of the more difficult dungeons compared to Solar, who dipped into the into the prison and now has to work his way back out of the diamond mine. He was locked in the prison cell, didn't have the key. He had to use the dark space to get back, and now he has to play these first 2 rooms of the diamond mine again. Meanwhile, Bagoo has only taken the front of the prison. He's not gone into the prison cell, but he dropped down all his crystal. He has all crystal balls now.
Solar does as well.
Solar does as well. Okay, so that's something that's Suborskar is still lacking. All of those have to be on Continent 1 then, because Solar now only visited Watermere. Okay, so
already the players have access to a lot of bosses they can potentially either challenge or scout.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Suborskar is in noped out of Moo, like we guessed, and he dipped into the Sea Palace. He has the key to get in there. He could also use the teapots to get in there. And Bagoo is doing something that I would have done super early. He's dipping into the Great Wall. There's 4 items here. and he can just skip the rooms by using spin dash to get over these ramps. So he took the first item, death warped, and then just skipped the room entirely. The second room he will play, but even if he would die right now, he would just be able to recover within a couple of seconds. So this is a really good dungeon to go in there because it's basically risk-free. Even if you mess it up, you can just recover super fast. Suborskar is going deep into the Sea Palace. There are 2 items that are locked behind other items you have to bring here. One item is locked behind our friend Lily, who has to get a necklace first to help us, and the other one is locked behind a purification stone. He doesn't have either of them, so that's definitely potentially a double, not definitely, potentially a double dip.
Yeah, figuring out when to go to Seaside Palace is often something that I at least personally kind of struggle with, because there are, on one hand, there are a lot of items there that you can pick up without needing anything, but then there are those 2 item checks that you mentioned that require also having specific items, and it's tricky.
Also, there is 1 dark space right at the top, so there's potentially an ability in here. So maybe he just went in there hoping for his Psycho Slider, which is the last major ability he's still looking for. All of our players are still looking for that. And he didn't find it in Angel Village either, which is kind of sad because he climbed all the way down, hoping for a slider here, so he could have done the dungeon as well. And now he has to climb all the way out again. So I've seen players skip this before. There's 1 item, 1 dark space check, but Suborskar is obviously looking for his abilities. So he's prioritizing dark spaces. Meanwhile, Bagoo and Solar both just went for where are the most items? Where can I get all my items? Please give me all my items. But Suborskar has the memory melody, which means he found that in Mu, which means he has access to his whole world, because with the memory melody, he can access to continents 4 and 5. Meanwhile, Bagoo is having fun with a snake. I don't know how that happened. Oh, I think he transformed. I think Bagoo is committing for the boss. He transformed into Freedan, and now he's going. Yeah, Bagoo is definitely gonna check his first boss. So
makes sense.
Early boss kill. Yeah, makes sense. You can just full clear this place. Okay, so we're gonna see boss shuffle for the first time. There's 1 boss that cannot be in this dungeon, which is the Mummy Queen, because this is a boss location you can only reach as Will, and Mummy Queen as Will is, yeah, it's possible, but it's super, super hard. So the community decided, no, we're not gonna do that. But there are still 4 different bosses that could be here. He could see Kastoff, he could see Viper, he could see Sandfanger, or the vampires. And the vampires would be the worst at this point.
Yeah, that would be awful.
These stats, and only as Will. I mean, Solar and DontBaguMe both are speedrunners, so they're used to killing them as Will with really low stats and super fast. So it wouldn't be the most terrible for them, but both of them only have 3 herbs, and they don't have any defense upgrades. So they take 5 damage if they get hit by the female vampire, and 4 if they get hit by the male vampire. So it is pretty tough. So they can take 1 hit and then they need to heal already. And
I bet
Bagoo took a very unfortunate death here. He got sniped by one of the spikes. So he has to catch up again. But like we said, he's just using spin dash. He's almost going to be back at the place where he was. Meanwhile, Solar is high on his heals.
I think if this boss does end up being the vampires, Bagoo's just gonna nope out of there and not even try it at this point.
I think too. I would too, to be honest. But I think Solar might commit, because Solar definitely has the most practice with his speedrunning.
Yeah, he's correct.
I think Solar might commit to a vampire's kill at this point. But like you said, Bagoo already recovered. Is back at the statues room, so he just has to climb over 1 statue.
Got our first boss here.
And we're gonna see
Mummy Queen.
Oh, it's Mummy Queen. Yeah, he's gonna nope out of that. Yeah. 9 HP and this Will. That's just not gonna happen. You can kill her with Aura Barrier and Freedan. Oh, Bagoo is checking the dark space. I completely forgot about it. The Archer Dark Space. There's one Dark Space very far, very deep in this dungeon. We haven't seen it before. You have to kill 6 archers in here. And with these 6 archers will reveal another location. And there might be spin dash, slider here. So he's using his spin dash to get these guys killed very... And now I know why he went here as Freedan. Because he wanted to kill these guys a little bit faster. And that's what Solar is doing. Ah, now it all makes sense. Walden Dark Space, always betraying me. It's called after my after Walden, who's also been in chat a lot during this tournament, because he has a love-hate relationship with that Dark Space, just like me. And did it pay off? No, it did not pay off. So Suborskar checked for the boss and used his memory melody. So he's the first one showing us new items, but I'm gonna stick with Bagoo for a little bit because I want to see what this boss is. If it's Castov or Viper, I see him going for it, or Sandfanger. If it's Vamps, I see him no bout. And it's Castov. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I don't know if we've seen... I think we've seen Castov in one of the races before. Pretty easy boss. You hit his hands, so he can't grab you anymore. Then he gets angry, his eyes glow, and you hit his nose. Dodge the fireballs in between, and the problem is he has 40 HP and will only does 1 damage per hit. That's actually hard-coded. Doesn't matter how much strength Bagoo has. He will have to hit him 40 times. So usually you would like to do all the boss kills in your transformed versions, because they deal more damage to bosses. Freedan does 2 and Shadow does 3 per hit. But this boss is not very hard, so even though it takes a little bit longer, most likely, yeah, it's going to be a 3 cycle. It's still an easy boss to grab, easy update to get, and this boss is special. It's the only boss that has an item locked behind him. So it's actually really good to have this out of the way early and grab that gold chip item. And Bagoo does it really easy. 3 cycle. Solar's going to commit to it too. Makes sense, makes absolute sense to take this while you can. Let's see if Solar maybe goes for the 2 cycle, but I think he already messed it up. Yeah, already missed it. So he's also going to 3 cycle. Getting a good pattern on those fireballs though. And Suborskar finished in Dao. He found the wind melody and he found another mushroom drop. So he has 2 of those.
Yeah, with Spin Dash could see a Mount Crest visit pretty soon for Suborskar.
Could see a Crest play, no? That's true. So his dip into Mu kind of paid off already for him, because none of the others have any more options. They will have to go in there now. I bet they all hoped for either Slider to be faster or for a second Hope statue. Didn't get it, so now they will have to do that. And Suborskar already checked 3 more dark spaces just by visiting cities. He's now in the city of Euro. Sadly, the dark space is empty too. But Euro is pretty good because it has 7 items. And Symphonic is only wishing the best for our runners. He's predicting magic dust in Mansion.
I think that came up as a hint on screen.
That came up as a hint?
I believe so.
Oh no! Oh
so
no!
That is a major curveball thrown in here.
Oh, that is terrible. So that means 43 red jewels required to free Princess Kara. Oh, that leaves them with not many choices. That probably means they have to almost play everything that's available to them. Sheesh. Who rolled this seed? Who's responsible?
This is a perfect seed for the finals. That's what I think.
Who's responsible for this?
I think he might be in chat right now.
Maybe, yeah. Don't tell anybody I rolled this.
Oh, did you? My bad. I thought it was Wilden. Never mind.
No, Wilden did the pre-races because we didn't know which ones I would be in. But since I'm not taking part of the final, I rolled this one for them.
Gotcha.
Okay. Dave, Bagoo and Solar are also in Euro right now because they found the will, which is another travel item. Travel items are always redundant, right? There's never only one way to get to one location. There's always at least 2 options. So they are all in Euro, but they came here a different way. And Suborskar was the only one seeing Dao so far, because he was the only one who has access to Continent 5 yet. The others need to find that memory melody, or they need to find the large roast, which is the other way to get there. But instead they're getting the Gorgon flower, which means Suborskar already freed the 3 ladies. And now let's see where Suborskar is going. Is he gonna go Crest with 2 mushroom drops? Nope, dipping into Uncovered first. Makes sense, there's 1 chest you can get super early. That's actually in logic without any abilities, because literally you just have to run up, get the chest, and yeah, it's in logic without any abilities. Sadly, he cannot clear the dungeon because he would need his slider for that. But he finds the second Statue of Hope. Oh, that's a good
Very
one.
nice. Worked out.
Yeah,
I
that
feel like
might
I
work
never
out.
get anything good from that chest. Like I always do that 1 item dip, and it's always just like a red jewel or something.
Well, in this seed, you would be happy to see red jewels if you need 43 of them to get a magic.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah.
No, but that might actually be good for Bagu and Solar, who have not been to Mu yet. They are going to go into Mu with 2 hope statues, but that might also bait them into doing the checks in the lowest water level without slider. So they might invest a lot of time into getting these checks, while Suborskar could come back and get those with slider and save a lot of time. Oh my god, did I just jinx it? Did he just find slider? Psycho. Slider! Yes. Wow, the Mew dip. And it wasn't even required to have 2 mushroom drops, so Bagu and Solar, high on his steals, are gonna find it as well. So this is definitely making a difference if they remember to pick up the second hope statue. Bagu remembered, Solar did not. So Bagu might save a little bit of time. Like we said, the double dip into Mu is not as punishing as in other dungeons, but Bagu will save a little bit of time compared to Suborskar going back into Mu then. Also, with the second hope statue and slider, 4 additional items you could get in the continent Mu. And they also have 1 Rammer statue each, so another Rammer statue, and that's another boss location. Because, to be honest, I think our players will try not to kill the Mummy Queen. Not only is she probably one of the hardest boss fights, she's also one of the longest boss fights.
Yeah.
So I think...
yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
One thing that we should mention, I don't know if this was brought up yet before, but there are 6 abilities in the game, but 3 of them are pretty useless. The 3 that you really want, which all of our players have now, are Spin Dash, Psycho Slider, and Dark Friar, and that allows you to do all of the ability checks with just those 3. Psycho Dash, Aura Barrier, and Earthquaker are only useful if you don't have those 3, essentially.
So basically, Suborskar did it optimally. He only picked up his required abilities, and Solar and Bagu got 1 of the unnecessary ones each. So Suborskar played that one a little bit more optimally, you could say.
Yes.
But it's too early to say who's really ahead, because although they are all in the same dungeon right now, Suborskar has already cleared out Dao, while Bagu and Solar have dipped into the prison, I think, was the place where they found a lot of stuff. A lot of rituals, mostly.
They both went to Great Wall.
Oh, true. They have their boss kills.
So they already have 1 boss down and that entire area cleared out.
What was on the gold ship? I completely missed it.
It was just a red jewel. Well, okay, I say that, but they do need
just a red jewel. Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that.
It's usually just a red jewel, and you're disappointed. But in this seed, right, with magic dust locked in Jeweler's Mansion, which can only be accessed with 43 red jewels, these red jewels really become very important right now. So there might be. I know that Solar and Suborskar also did the Dark Freya check in Sky Garden, in room 2. So Bagu might be tempted to get this check as well next time he's there, because it might be a red jewel. Also, Bagu is now going to Death Warp out of this dungeon, because he has only one mushroom drop, while Suborskar, Solarcell is also doing the drop at the same time, while Suborskar uses another one and gets deeper in. He's not interested in the dark space that's behind this anymore, but he gets one additional item. And if he finds a vanilla mushroom drop, which has happened before, I've been told, like when Bagoo is too lazy to randomize his game, he might actually be able to full clear this dungeon. Otherwise, he will leave behind one item. But that one item, it's a pain to get, but it's not the worst because Cress is the annoying part about Cress are the side rooms, and if you just run straight to the end and skip all the side rooms, it's not that much of a time investment anymore. And it's a hieroglyph tile. Ooh, that's another boss item. So that's the first one they found. That might be interesting.
But in a player choice seed, it's a lot less useful though, because in order to meet, it might not be Mummy Queen, but in order to fight whatever boss is at the pyramid, you need 6 items to unlock that, and it's a pretty big ask.
7 items even, because you need a journal as well to tell you the right order. But,
7, that's right.
I'm still thinking you're normally you would be correct, and I would definitely agree with you, but I've seen seeds where you just get a lot of these hieroglyphs and you're just missing a single one of them. So like you end the seed with 5 hieroglyphs, and maybe if nobody gets this one, Suborskar might have another boss fight there. That's just faster than doing the Mummy Queen boss fight in Sky Garden, because boss shuffle is a thing. And we have to remind ourselves that they need to check a lot of stuff for red jewels. So even they might not be looking specifically for the red jewels. They might just find those hieroglyphs while they are looking for the red jewels, right?
Yeah, it's a good point. This is going to be a seed where probably they're going to have to find the vast majority of the items in order to actually complete the seed.
I can see this go to almost 100%. So both Suborskar and Solarcell decided to go into Angkor Wat. They know Kara can't be here, so they're not worried about the magic dust. This is kind of nice to know early where Kara is, so all the side locations are open. And but they don't have the best stats. Suborskar just was bested by the wall bugs here. He needs to do the first section again. Meanwhile, Solar is going through the garden with the amazingly annoying flies. He got hit twice already by the flies. And now, definitely. And now he's going to do a little speedrun strat. If you see on his screen, he's now shooting his Dark Freya into nothing. But you can see that there was a life bar that appeared because off screen there's an enemy. It would block his path permanently. But what you're supposed to do is use Earthquaker, stun the enemy, and slip past him. But what speedrunners do, they shoot a fireball into the off and kill this guy off screen before he can become a blockade. So that's something that Solarcell does a lot, because you do this in every category of the speedrun except the 100% category. Because in the 100% category you actually pick up Earthquaker. But I know Suborskar is not doing the speedrun strat, so he might struggle a bit with Earthquaker skip. We have to look at that. And meanwhile, Bagoo is doing what we said earlier. He now has Slider, he now has both Hope Statues. He's taking all the shortcuts and going to get all 7 items out of it. So the front was the same as Suborskar did, but now he's getting new, fresh items. You saw him slide through this passage and basically skip a big part of the dungeon, a big annoying middle part. And there's also one item that's it's another red jewel. And there's also one item that is specifically locked behind Slider, which he will be able to get, as well as a dark space. He might check, but we also already have all the abilities, so the dark space is not as important.
Unless he takes Aura under the shrubbery in Angkor Wat.
Also, really? Really? That's where it was in the last seed as well.
Right.
Huh. Okay. Aura is pretty good. Not for him, because he does not have access to the pyramid yet. He does not have Continent 6 yet. But Suborskar might be tempted to go into the pyramid. He has access to Continent 5. Yes. So, Bagoo now has access to Continent 5 too. He found his memory melody in this first loop of Mu, and now he's gonna go for the bald spot, which is called bald spot because no, maybe I'll have time later to tell the story.
I think I think every time someone has checked this spot in the race this year, the bald spot story has been told. So I'm guessing most people in chat already know it, but it is pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe we get time when the guy himself does the check, right? So
yeah, that would be fitting.
Bagoo found a red jewel in this bald spot, which might still be useful. There are only 7 red jewels the guys can afford to miss. So everyone you get is basically a relief, I think. And Coffin has Mine Key B. That was an important hint at the end of Angkor Wat for Solar here on screen. Coffin is one of the items in Sea Palace. We need our friend Lily for that, so we need 2 items to get Lily. The Red Melody, the Lola Melody, which Bagoo already got, so I guess that must have been in Mu, in the second layer of Mu. And we need the necklace to get Lily follow us. So, yeah. We definitely know that it's here. And Solar also finds the prison key, which will give him more access into the Edward's Castle prison. He does not have Lily yet, so he can get 2 additional items there if he follows that prison key. Though it's not very lucrative to go there yet. He also hasn't used his Seaside Palace key yet. And I think Bagoo is also the first one to go into Angel Village dungeon. So I think Solar also has not been to Mu, so I don't see him going after the prison key. But Suborskar might. Although Suborskar also found the aura yet now. Oh, this is really... They could go so many places right now. Solar's still the only player who's not open world yet. Oh, and he's doing the garden backwards. Brave man. He wants to stay on this continent. Probably to go into... to get to continent 3 a little bit faster. Because the other option he has would be to death warp. To save and quit. But if he saves and quits, he's in the diamond mine, and he has to play the front of the diamond mine for the umpteenth time. So he decides going out of Angkor Wat the regular way is going to be faster because less travel time.
I think that's a smart choice.
Yeah, and Suborskar also in the upper section of the dungeon, he braved the bright room without the black glasses. No problems there. And
eyesight still seems to be intact, thankfully, after that bright area.
Yeah, sure. Oh, and Bagoo found the black glasses as we talk about it. They were in Angel Village. Okay, he's now doing the riddles. He has to find the difference between each room. And then he will get an item from Ishtar, but one of the rooms also has a treasure chest each, so he will get 3 items from this back section. And he's so fast, I can't... If I'm not focused on it, I can't even tell the difference. Oh, the diamond block, which is really good. Opens up a lot of... And the spirit has a red jewel. We saw that already, but Bagoo has not been to Angkor Wat yet, so he doesn't know that yet. Okay, so we need Jeweler's Mansion for the magic dust, and we need a coffin for the key. We have the elevator key already. Everybody has the 26 red jewels. They need it.
This is shaping up to be a long seat.
This is going to be a long seat. And another hieroglyph tile for Bagoo in Angel Village. And Solar is following him to Angel Village. He still has not been to Mu yet, although he has both his hope statues, so he will be able to full clear the place. And Suborskar is also deciding to do the backwards passage through Angkor Wat. Also deciding not to save and quit and work his way back out of the diamond mine again. I don't know if that's really faster, to be honest. I think I would have preferred the front of the diamond mine. But that's me. I just hate this the garden with these flies.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on where you're going next, I think.
Yeah, sure. He might be just looking for... Oh, he missed it. There we go. He can only get hit 1 more time, so he needs to be careful now. Let's stick with Suborskar a little while. There's 1 more fly that could troll him. This one right here. These zombies, the guy with the scorpion heads, are also pretty trolly. But he made it out. Oh,
that was close, but he made it.
He made it, yeah. He's gonna reset his. He's gonna re-enter the garden really quick to set his respawn point new, because he might die to this wall bug he has to kill. It's unlikely, but safety first. And he made it out. Good job. Meanwhile, Bagoo is also dipping into Sea Palace. He also doesn't have the Purification Stone or Lily, so he's also banking on the double dip, just like Suborskar did.
Yeah, I mean, with the amount of items they're going to have to get in this seed, it's pretty unlikely that they would be able to avoid that double dip.
And it's hard difficulty, so double dips are just more likely to be required. So that dip into prison for 2 items, it doesn't look very appealing, but it might be necessary at some point. And we see Suborskar go to Babel. Is he going straight to the pyramid without any boss kills, without any... He could kill the boss in the Great Wall. He could go for it, but it doesn't seem like he wants to. He says, I have 7 herbs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah, maybe if he's confident in his ability to go through the pyramid without taking damage, I think that is the right play.
I mean, it's definitely the most item density. 12 items in here, of 112 in total, so a really big part of it. Also, he can get his hieroglyph dropped here, so free up more inventory space. And he definitely shown that he can play this place, right? We haven't seen it in the tournament that much yet, the pyramid, because usually players tend to either do it super early or avoid it. But he can definitely play this place with low stats and not lose too much time. So it's definitely capable. It's just, is it the right play? Because as far as we know, no, nobody else can go there yet. Bagoo does not have the aura. He just has access to continent number 5. And Solar does have the aura, but he does not have his memory melody yet.
Mm-hmm.
So he
if there's some good stuff here, Suborskar could take a pretty big lead here, potentially.
Potentially, yeah. But the pyramid is very dangerous. He has 9 HP. If a Bolt Soldier hits him, he's gonna lose 5 of these of his HP, and if any other enemy hits him, he's gonna lose 4. So he's only 1 hit away from dying all the time, basically.
Yeah, it's especially bad to die when you're Shadow too, because there are certain parts of the pyramid that you can only do with Shadow, and then you have to transform again, and it's it's pretty bad.
Yeah, and he turns in the hieroglyph. He does not know the correct order yet, but he can just put it down here and get it out of his inventory, just free up another slot. Meanwhile, Bagoo is not... Is he going to dip into the pyramid? No, doesn't look like it. He might just... No, he's gonna dip into it, but he does not have the aura yet, so he can only check the 1 item in the top dark space, which was a red jewel, so might be worth, right?
Yeah, and meanwhile, Solar is kind of an interesting play, going to get these 2 items in Diamond Mine. I mean, probably that will be necessary, because to come back another time to get Kara, but right now only 2 items are available here.
Yeah, and one of it was a... Did you see what the first item was?
I didn't, actually.
Okay, so one was an HP upgrade, which is nice to have, definitely, but... he did
almost got
smart.
it.
He did it really smart. He was safe and quitting, so he was in the diamond mine anyway. And before he walked out, he just naturally walked past this elevator. So he just got it while he was actually doing a reset.
I see. That does make a lot more sense.
So that makes a lot of sense doing it that way. Smart thinking. And Suborskar is at the end of his shadow section. Let's see what he gets here. Another hieroglyph. Is this even randomized?
Is this even randomized?
Wow. So lazy, Bagoo. Speaking of Bagoo, he's going to go Angkor Wat now. He's going to find all the goodies that Solar and Suborskar already have. It's his favorite dungeon, I know. So I don't see him struggling too much. But it's a time investment. You definitely need like good 5.5 minutes to full clear this place. So he's gonna be stuck here for a while. So we can focus a little bit more on Suborskar. Or we could focus on Solar, because he has 4 crystal balls and the aura. He might show us an early Mummy Queen kill.
Potentially.
Getting his second Mystic Statue. And another hieroglyph tile for Suborskar. Wow, they just keep coming.
Yeah, I mean,
And
Solar has already gotten all of the items here at Sky Garden, so
yeah.
now seems like as good a time as any if he's confident that he can
Also,
defeat Mummy Queen without a lot of upgrades.
Also he has more HP and defense, and he has the aura, so he could kill the boss as Shadow. But he decides against it. He takes the Teapot's teleport to get into Sea Palace. He knows that he will have to come back here for the coffin. He got that hint already. That was at the end of Angkor Wat. So he's also choosing the double dip right now. Yeah, but I could have seen Solar go for a cheeky Mummy Queen kill, to be honest. That's definitely... Yeah. That would definitely have been a little bit of flexing, but that's the kind of flexing I expect from a former world record holder, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Although Suborskar is also flexing with a 9 HP, no defense pyramid right now. So let's not say only Solar can do the blaze. Suborskar can definitely do the blaze. I've been glancing at his screen a lot of time, so he's really doing a lot of good work here. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. He needs to kill the mummies, and then he can block all the spirits, because they don't need to be killed. They can just be blocked. So as long as the mummies don't hit him, there we go. Perfect. Not the most elegant way, but he saved it like a pro. Very well done. He used a lot of jump attacks here, which is a thing we know from the speedrun. Jump attacks give you invincibility frames. So while you're in the animation, you can't be hit. So what we like to do when we're in a dicey situation, we like to chain jump attacks back to back. There's only a couple of frames in between each jump attack where you can be hit. So that's what he did here. He tried to basically overlap the hurt animations of the mummies with his own hurt animations and then just get out there unscathed, which worked really well for him. And he got another hieroglyph for it, so he's already at 4 hieroglyphs, I believe, at this point. And he's now death warping again, because he also already did the round room we do with Shadow. And now he's using Will and found his Inca Statue B. Also a good item. We have the diamond block already on Bagu's and Solar side. That one was in Angel Village, which Suborskar hasn't done yet. He decided not to go after Slider. He decided to go after the Aura instead. And he's not taking any risks. He knows how squishy he is. He probably wants to damage boost in the lower section once. So he's very careful not to get hit in this section using his spin dash. Spin dash also makes him invincible for the duration of the tornado thing. And so he's using all his abilities for max efficiency to get down here without getting even hit. Which is really good. Really impressed at how he plays it. Now he's going to damage boost once. Oh no! Oh, that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. Usually you try to get pushed damage. You get pushed back when you take damage. You try to get pushed to the left. He got pushed to the right, and one ball just shot to the right, which was really unfortunate. Gonna see him try again. But he, even if that, like we said, 2 hits and he's down. So if he does a damage boost there by intention, it's really gutsy. He could just kill these enemies with Spin Dash to be a bit more, on the safer side. But he went for the damage boost. And this time it worked. Perfect. He got pushed to the left and jumps down here again. And now he gets 2 items for his effort. Another defense upgrade. Oh, his first one actually, which is pretty good. He takes 1 less damage from every source now. This also goes to against bosses. And the Purification Stone, which is one of the items we need in Seaside Palace. He's already been to Seaside Palace, so maybe he will go back for this item. But we definitely will stay here in the pyramid 1 more room. He did not kill the Killer 6 yet, which is understandable. It's probably the toughest check in the game. It's a long room, like 2 minutes just walking through the room. And at the very end, just before the item, are 6 of these laser orbs. So you would say 6 of these laser orbs, well, just use Spin Dash. You can't. You can only reach that section either as Freedom or a shadow. So you need to kill these guys without your overpowered I am invincible and I'm destroying you spin dash ability. So you have to play really, really, really tight. And like we said, 2 hits kills him. So that's a super difficult check. And I see a lot of players actually last locate that check. And he found his Rama statue as the last item in the pyramid, which gives him another boss location. He has 3 boss locations available to him now. He could kill the boss in the Diamond Mine and in the Great Wall. He could kill the boss in Sky Garden, which we know is Mummy Queen. And he could check the boss in Mu, which we don't know what it is yet.
Yeah.
So
and
he
35
has...
red jewels. That's the only thing remaining that he needs to find to be in go mode.
No, he still needs his mine key. We know where mine key A is going to be, but we
Right, yes.
on the coffin, but we don't know. We don't have any idea where mine key B is now. He's dipping into Babel, so he's going to take a reset. There's no way out of Babel except for doing the boss rush. I can't see him do the boss rush when he has 3 other boss locations available already, so he's just going to check the items and then take a reset. It's 2 red jewels, which is no. What is he doing? Oh, he's taking the hint. Very smart, Suborskar. Very smart. Edward's Tunnel has mine key A. Oh, that's a big hint. So we know where both mine keys are. That's a big read. That's a very big read. So he knows that he will have to go into the prison. He has the prison key. He might even... Hey, Psycho Dash. Nobody's going to pick you up. He knows that he has to go into the... he might even go in there without having Lily. Because it just says in Edward's Castle, it could be in the front 2 checks, right?
Yeah.
He could gamble.
Might be worth that gamble, because it could be...
Yeah.
I mean, from his perspective, it could be a really long time before you find those 2.
Yeah. Okay, we've been with Suborskar a lot of times, so now he's probably going to do a lot of checks the others already done. Meanwhile, let's get an update on the other players. We have Solar. Now finding his memory melody, which gives him access to Continent 5 now. He also has the aura, so I think I see him go straight into the pyramid. Same for Bagu. He had his access already, but he only now found the aura at the end of Angkor Wat. He did not do the hard way out. He did what I would have done. He just took a save and quit and is now going back through the Diamond Mine. He also used his elevator key. You can see on his tracker. Just like Suborskar is using his elevator key early. So all our runners having the same idea about that. And yeah, we see Solar first time in DAO. There are 4 checks that need to be done. One is playing the snake game. The snake game is also randomized. It can last between 10 seconds and 1 minute. So sadly, they got a longer duration time this time. So he needs to play for a little bit to get all the snakes he needs. And Bagu is just doing that. He's going into the pyramid. We know there's a lot of goodies here. We had a Rama statue, an Inca statue, 2 hieroglyphs, and what else? Red jewels and herbs, probably. No, not herbs. 2 more. He has 2 more red jewels, and he has...
One of the Inca statues was here.
Yeah, one of the Inca statues and one of the Rama statues. I think that was the most important thing. And 2 hieroglyphs, which can be potentially important. Potentially, but Suborskar already has 3 boss kills, so not really, right? Everybody has the 4 crystal balls. Everybody has the boss in the... everybody has the boss in the Great Wall. And everybody is gonna have the boss in Jeweler's Mansion with the red jewels. Or they are going to get their Rama statues now, because I can't see those players not full clear the pyramid with so many red jewels still required. Like Bagu is still needing 10, Suborskar still needs 8, and Solar is slightly ahead. He only needs 5 more.
That could be a decisive advantage here, honestly.
Yeah, but Solar has already done a few of the quicker dungeons, so to speak. He has done the Angel Village dungeon, which Suborskar hasn't done. He has done Mu, which Suborskar still has to do. So I think they're all doing the same checks, but just in different order. But Suborskar ran straight to Mu. He did not go for the Angel Village dungeon. So we might see another boss check here from him. Could be possible. He does not have to go
to why you wouldn't.
Yeah, he does not have to do the top floor. He already did that in his first round. So it's only 4 items. The 3 items in the lowest level and the bald spot. Meanwhile, look at Solar and Bagoo going through the same room almost simultaneously. I think Bagoo is slightly... Yeah, Solar needs to get the hidden item first, and Bagoo can run straight to this unrandomized hieroglyph and be ashamed that his rando did not manage to randomize it properly.
Failed him.
Okay, Suborskar is taking a heal here. He also wants to see if this is a transformation dark space, so he could get this boss kill done as Shadow, which means it's a faster boss kill, definitely, than the cast-off kill. What was on Gold Ship? I'm gonna check this spoiler real quick.
Gold Ship was Rachel.
Okay. Very good. Oh, sorry for that sound. I mean, there's 7 we can skip, right? So it's... Maybe it's faster to not do the not redo the Great Wall. And not do the slow will boss kill. Well,
yeah.
we don't know that yet. It's too early to say. It depends on where the red jewels are. If you need that red jewel from cast-off, or if you can just skip it. And we still haven't found the necklace for Lily. All of our players have Lola's Melody. Nobody has been to Italy yet, I think. Or Itari. I don't know how to pronounce it. I always say Italy because...
I say Italy.
That's how you would pronounce it in German.
That sounds good to me.
I'm glad we agree. Have we figured out the snail pile recipe? I believe you would have to ask Neo Matamoon about this because he's a Frenchman, and if anybody knows how to make snails tasty, it would be the French.
True.
So, the only thing I know is like snails in a very heavy garlic sauce. So that's actually not too bad. Tastes a lot like chicken, I've been told.
I believe the snail pie in this game has whipped cream with it, which sounds absolutely disgusting. But
yeah, that's
it is what it is.
I mean, you have to think about it. I don't know. No, there's no way to make snail and whipped cream work. I think, but
no.
Lola's grandma Lola is definitely trying.
We'll insist that it's delicious. So I don't know.
And the grandpa too, but the grandpa is married to her for so many years, he might just be, yes, dear, it's delicious.
Yeah, right.
Okay, and Suborskar is dipping back into Mu after he checked the ball spot. He's definitely going to check that boss, and he will definitely transform into Shadow. So this will be his first Mystic Statue. And he might just get a second right after it, if he goes straight into the Great Wall, which is on the same continent, actually, so it wouldn't be too far away. If he commits for boss kills, he might as well kill 2 at this point. Or even 3. He might even, when he has stat upgrades from 2 bosses, he might even go kill Mummy Queen. Who knows? Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. But we still need that necklace. And I think that prison dip is looking tastier and tastier by the second.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You could check Italy on the way, which also has 2 items. And if not, you could just dip into the prison and see what's in there.
Alright, let's see what we have as the Mu boss.
It's the vampires.
Is this even randomized?
Is this even randomized? Yeah, so vampires as Shadow is not that hard. It can still be a little bit trolly because these vampires move randomly. And you can see his nerfs. He messed up the aura glitch once. Suborskar told me that he's so nervous. He was nervous in the semifinals, and he's even more nervous now. But right now he has no reason. He's doing exceptionally well. Even if he does not end up winning this, he still gave us all a really good show, and he really showed that he can keep up with Bagoo and Solar. So I see this getting very, very close.
Yeah,
there he is. Vampires down as Shadow. Used an aura glitch to get damage output while being invincible, which really trivializes this boss fight, as you can see. So everybody who always had a grudge against the vampires, play more rando.
Both Bagoo and Solar going through Pyramid, which we know that they will have to do at some point, but now's good time as any.
Yeah. What I'm wondering if both Solar or Bagoo will do Killer 6, either of them will do Killer 6, or if they will skip it. It looks like Bagoo is gonna skip it because he's already in room 1, which is the last room you would do in a non-Killer 6 normal playthrough. So he probably will just grab his Rama statue and peace out. Suborskar went into the Great Wall. Has he been here at all? He's going down. I think this is his first time visiting.
I honestly can't remember. It's hard to keep track.
Yeah,
of
it might be.
everyone
I mean, he would skip the room with spin dash if he had the items. So no, he doesn't have the items. So he's gonna get up a little more items, and he's at 40 red jewels right now, and Solar is at 41. So and Bagoo also on 40. So they're really close together again after this.
Everyone has one statue as well.
Yeah. Though different ones. Suborskar is the only one who went after the one in Mu, but Bagoo also has 2 Hope statues and 2 Rama statues now, so he could go back to Mu. He's going back to Continent 2. Yeah, and Solar also skipped the Killer 6 for now. Makes sense. It's a very hard check, and it's a 3 minutes time investment to get that check, so... Really.
It's pretty much a last resort spot to look.
Oh, you know what I completely forgot about? Both Bagoo and Solar, because they went to Ancient Village, have that diamond block.
Yes.
So that's 7 more items you could get in Inca.
Right. I'm curious to see if they will need to do that, or if Suborskar will be able to skip that.
Yeah, he found another red jewel along the way. I think he will find one more that would put him at 42, so 1 jewel away from the magic dust. But we're still looking for the necklace, mostly. We need the necklace for the coffin and potentially for the prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Suborskar picked up his items. He's staying. He's also going to kill the boss, and he's also going to be pleased to see see Cast-Off, an easy boss to kill as will, and the red jewel at the gold ship. And the Bagoo is the first one going into Italy. Mount Crest
has
and
his
necklace. Oh my god! So we're looking for a. Oh, he has 3 mushroom drops. Where did you get the 3rd one? I did not see it.
I'm not sure.
Maybe in Angel Village, because Solar has a 2 and Suborskar has not been to Angel Village yet.
And we have seen... How many items have we seen from Cress?
Suborskar showed us 4, and Solar and Bagoo only saw 3. I believe. They did.
So is it only the last one that...
It's the last one we haven't seen. The last one we haven't seen yet. I think the second to last one was a hieroglyph.
Right, so that means Suborskar will need to find the 3rd mushroom drop as well.
Yeah, and he probably will want that diamond block. Oh, wait, Bagoo is... Oh, Bagoo saw the hint and he said, no, Inca is not impressive anymore. I want to get my necklace. So he's going straight back to Will, back to Continent 4, and he's going to... Oh, and Solar has the red jewels. He has 43. He's going to get his magic dust and probably his 2nd boss kill.
Yeah,
at least it would. I would be surprised if he didn't do that. He has 1 pack of stat upgrades already. He also found that freebie defense upgrade, so he can tank 2 hits, I believe, with this HP. But these enemies hit really hard. If you thought the enemies in the pyramid were bad, these are worse. These are so much worse. Also, you have a lot of lag in this dungeon. The more sprites you have on screen because of this ghost overlay is really, really hard to maneuver in here because you're pressing the buttons, but nothing is happening. Solar, experienced speedrunner, knows how to manipulate his jump attacks and his sliders. So he's making short progress of that. And we know from the hints that this is magic dust. GG Solar. Very, very clean.
Mhm.
Very, very sharp. And he's staying in. He's going for the boss, of course. This will always be the solid arm boss fight. This location has not been randomized. And look at that. He's got hit once, and he dropped from 13 HP to 5. So, yeah, 1 hit he can tank. But now we're going to see him cheese this boss a little bit. He's going to use item buffering to manipulate himself into a pixel where he can hit the boss, but the boss can't hit him. So, yeah, we call this the God
Beautiful.
Pixel. Good execution. And now he can just wail down the boss. He's safe on the God Pixel. And he can get his statue number 6. And if he remembers to talk to the spirit, he will also find where Mummy Queen 2 is hiding. Because the spirit will take you to the location that is corresponding to Mummy Queen 2.0. So he will know that he does not have to check this location, because statue 6 is the only statue that doubles. So yeah, if he has Solid Arm killed and has statue number 6, he won't have to kill Mummy Queen 2.0 because he will not get another statue from it. So that's a very in-depth boss shuffle thing. I don't know if Solar is aware of it. We will see if he checks the spirit, but it's a little bit of a hint that she can get. Although if he just keeps following his Rama statues, he will find a new boss anyway. So let's see if he talks to the spirit or if he just warps out. No, he warps to it, and he's warping into the pyramid. So we know now that the Mummy Queen 2.0 fight will be here, locked behind the journal and 6 hieroglyphs. So the hieroglyphs were unnecessary in the end. Like you said, Fico.
Bagu gets the necklace, so he's probably going to be going into tunnel next, Edward's prison.
Yeah. He's still behind a couple of rituals, although I don't know if he has some in his inventory. Meanwhile, Suborskar has now killed his boss, got another red jewel, and he's now going to Angel Village. And I believe after Angel Village, he has enough red jewels to just go and do the mansion as well, with 2 sets of stat upgrades, so he will be a little bit stronger than Solar going in there. Meanwhile, Solar is now going to play his Lola melody, I believe. Or is he going Inca? No, he's going to play the melody first. So, Bagu did this as well, and he said, nope, I'm going to get the necklace before I come back. Is Solar going to go to Inca, or is he also doing that? I don't know if Solar read all the hints, because the way I see it, Bagu does the right thing. He knows that both the mine key and both mine keys are locked behind the necklace. So if he goes into the Edward's, if he follows the necklace, he will definitely find both of them. Meanwhile, Suborskar finds his 3rd mushroom drop. We know he will need it.
Yeah, the hints in this seed have been super helpful.
Yeah.
Like, imagine how much more time this would take if they didn't
So-
know that necklace was in mansion and all the other hints they've gotten.
Yeah, they got really, really good hints here. Sometimes you just get hints about stuff you already know, right?
Yep.
And stuff like, the large roast is in. Who cares about the large roast, right? I want to know where my mine key is.
I had a seed once where I finished Anchor Wat and I got the hint from the spirit, and the spirit literally told me what it just gave me.
Yeah, that's
like,
a
wow,
classic.
Thanks.
That's a classic. Yeah, I got that too once. That is very rude. Also, the old man telling me what's in Italy, right?
Oh, yeah, that too. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay,
so
Bagu, using knowledge that he just got earlier today when we were on commentary, he said he didn't know that you could psycho slide through those statues, and he just did it.
See, even Bagu gets to learn something. So he's definitely on his way. He still needs to kill bosses, because he only has 1 mystic statue so far, but he can get the boss kill in Mu, or the boss kill in Sky Garden. So either Mummy Queen or the vampires. He will also need, I don't know how many red jewels he has, but he might be able to kill Solid Arm as well. And now he's on his way to get... Oh no, Bagu, don't skip the item. Don't skip the item. It could be the mine key. Oh no! He skipped the item in the hidden room.
Well, we'll see.
Oh no, if he doesn't find the mine key, he needs to either backtrack or go in again.
Hopefully the mine
man.
key is one of these last items here. If
Yeah,
not,
let's
then
hope.
he could be in a really bad place.
Let's hope for that. Or Bagoo messed this up because he skipped the hidden room, definitely. Meanwhile, Suborskar has cleared his Angel Village, got all the items we talked about, the diamond block, the second mushroom drop, a couple more red jewels. He's death warping now, which takes a bit longer because he has 3 defense and a larger health pool right now, so he takes way less damage than all the other players. But it's gonna come in handy when he goes into the Jeweler's Mansion, which I think he will do right now. Instead of clamping out, he's just gonna give him all these red jewels. Oh, he's missing 1. Oh, that's unfortunate. Meanwhile, Solar has also decided not to go Inca. He also went straight to Cress. So Solar is probably 1.5 dungeons behind Bagoo at this point. Bagoo is ahead. I think we can all agree on that. Bagoo is way ahead.
Unless the item he skipped was the other mine key.
Yeah. So the chest was not it, but he has the item behind the barrel. And hopefully he realizes it and just walks back, because walking backwards from here is way faster. And he doesn't realize it. Or is his tracker not up? Is he menu tracking again? Yesterday he was manually tracking because his auto tracker didn't work. So he might not have it updated. Oh, he goes to Inca. Why would he do that? I think he
just missed it.
I think he just skipped it, because why would he is technically in. No, there was his mine key in the inventory. Let's see if when he opens the inventory again, I have to look at it. He's gonna.
I'm pretty sure the mine key was the one he skipped.
Let's see. If we see the when he does the next op cancel, we can take a glance at his inventory. I'm gonna focus on Bagoo a little bit, so maybe we can figure out his inventory. When is the next time he's going to op cancel? Oh, it's gonna be a long while. But I think you're right. I think he skipped it.
I mean, I did that in the race last year where I accidentally skipped a critical item in Pyramid. It really can happen to anyone at any time.
Yes, so you're hyper focused on what to do, because I think Bagoo would have been in go mode with the 2 mine keys. And I think Solar might overtake him right now. Although we now see Bagoo's super cool strat. Suborskar and I used it too earlier this race, where he just lets one of the statue walk on the tile. He messed it up a little bit. Okay, nice. Still made it work. Still saves time. Even if you mess it up once, it's saving 5 seconds. But it can save up to 15 seconds.
Solar headed to the prison as well.
Yeah. Let's see if he picks up the check. Meanwhile, Suborskar is doing the same thing as the other guys. He's going to get his necklace now. I thought Bagoo was way ahead, but if he keeps if he goes full clearing Inca, and doesn't realize if he is he gonna open his inventory again? Not here, right? Unless it says he's listening to the melody right now. Come on, Bagoo, open your inventory. Show us.
I mean, Solar might get there first to the spot that Bagoo skipped.
Bagoo, meanwhile, doing the sea ladder glitch. I know he's gonna get an item first. Yeah, Solar's checking the item now. So let's see if we can see it on Solar's side. I hope it's just menu tracking and he didn't just run past it. Yes, it's the mine key. Oh, it's the one Bagoo skipped. Oh no, Bagoo.
That's unfortunate.
He was in speedrun mode, I think, and Solar doesn't even bother with the rest of the diamond of the prison. He just takes a death warp, nopes out, says, "That's all I wanted. I'm out of here." Solar
Right.
realizes he's in go mode at this point. He needs to do the diamond mine again because he needs to get out again because of his starting position. Yeah, and he does not have it. He does not have it. He has the large roast, which I mistook for the mine key for a moment. But he does not have the mine key, so Bagu has to go back into the prison, pick up that mine key, and then he still has to go after the coffin. So Suborskar might now just catch up or even overtake Bagu. And Solar is now ahead.
And it's tough for Bagu because it's hard to know when you've missed an item as well.
Yeah, it's
like there isn't
really
really
hard.
any clear clues that you.
I mean,
there
are in-game hints. We have a map room where you can just walk over the map and touch every location, and it will tell you, hey, there's 7 items here. You've collected 5 of them, for example. So you can find it out if you really want to, but you're usually.
But you don't go there until you have checked everything, and you're like, what's going on?
until you're really desperate. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too. So let's see if Solar still needs one of his boss kills. He could do it in Mu when he's now picking up the second mine key. He might just go to Mu, kill the boss here. Because he's in the proximity.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Suborskar
that probably is the fastest.
Yeah, probably. It's also the vampires, and the vampires as Shadow is super fast compared to other boss kills.
Right. I don't think Solar knows that it's vampires, though.
No, he doesn't know it, but he will. If he checks it, he will see it. So, if he sees it, he will definitely take that kill instead of Mummy Queen.
Yeah.
The problem is just, does he check it, or does he just go after Mummy Queen because he knows what it is? So he's definitely in go mode either way. Just the question, does he gamble and try to find the... Oh, and he's smart. He didn't put in the purification stone, so he got an enemy to death warp. So he's going to get to the top even faster. Very, very smart. Solar really playing max efficiency here. No ping out of the prison after the mine key and no ping, not bothering with the other checks. And looks like he's going straight back to the boss in Mu. Yeah, I mean, even Mu, you're super fast in Mu at the boss. You just need to go to 2 short rooms. And even with those 2 rooms in advance, it's still faster than a Mummy Queen fight. Mummy Queen has a super slow phase 1. Also, Suborskar getting the early cycle on his screen. Very, very nice.
The dark space is right there for Shadow, too. Very convenient.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense to check also, even if he doesn't know. So Solar on his way to get his 3rd Mystic Statue. Then he only has to free Princess Kara, and then he will be able to go to the final boss. Meanwhile, Suborskar is a bit early on the switch. He pressed it a little bit too early, so Lily is counting down again. There we go. And I think Solar will be happy to see this, because he's very practiced in this boss fight as Shadow.
Yeah.
He would be hoping for Viper, because the Viper is also super fast, but the vampires as Shadow are definitely not that hard. Also, he already has some stat upgrades. Yeah, he's done the Aura Glitch again. Now he just needs a good RNG, because the male vampire, he can just fly anywhere he wants. And he can also fly over these panels, while the female vampire is always moving along the grid. So it's usually easier to predict the female vampire and kill her first, like he just did, and then chase down the male vampire. He might not even go for the Aura Glitch, to be honest. He might just pummel him down, and because he has enough defense and enough HP to tank a couple of hits from him. Yeah, but
very nice.
Very nice fight. Triple digits, which is always really good. Yeah, still triple digits.
Barely.
And Suborskar did not take the death warp. He said, skip the items. I'm just going to run out of the prison. This is faster than doing the diamond mine again, which I can agree on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's about it amounts to about the same time than running out of the prison. So I don't think Suborskar lost a lot of time against Solar here. But Solar is definitely on his way to go mode. He just needs to go to the diamond mine one more time. He could take the dark space and warp back to his starting location. Seems like he's going to go via the overworld, so he's gonna take the travel to Diamond Coast and then enter from the front. Suborskar on his way to get his third Mystic Statue. He's also going to get the Magic Dust in here, and he's gonna have a lot of an easier time because he's going in here with 3 defense. Solar only had 1. Solar only had not half his HP, but less HP definitely. So I don't see Suborskar struggling so much, and since he knows this is his last boss kill, he might as well invest some herbs if he needs them now. So he's really in a good position right now. Yeah, there we go. Still has 4 herbs left. Why not use them now? Makes a lot of sense. And Solar on his way to see Hamlet. Or should we say Samlet?
The one and only.
And hopefully he talks to Samlet, because if not, he's disqualified. He did not talk to Samlet. I'm sorry. Disqualified. Disqualified. Solar
Can we take away the prize?
Solar is definitely in the lead right now, but he just got admin disqualified for not talking to Samlet. I'm very sorry about that. I don't know what happened to him. So the little blue pig is a very also Suborskar and Bagu at the boss at the same time. Very nice.
Both of them.
Yeah, so I think Suborskar definitely overtook Bagu at this point.
Yeah.
And Solar is now just looking for a dark space. And he will be going, so if he could get the audio on Solar for the final boss fight, I don't know where it is right now. But that would be great. So Solar, the first one to get to Dark Gaia, Avengers Assemble.
It's a good one.
That's a good one. My favorite one is Spoon.
Oh yeah, that's also classic. For those who don't know, that quote that is said right before you fight the final boss is also randomized between each seed, as is the quote that shows when you die as well.
Yeah, there's about 20 of different. I think it's 10 death quotes and 20 different war cries that Shadow has when he flies up. It's definitely a couple of them. Okay, Suborskar and Bagu got their statue number 6. Suborskar has all Mystic statues now. Bagu is still missing 1, but he didn't go to Mu yet. And Suborskar only needs to go to the coffin to get his mine key and save Kara now. While Bagu is still wondering, where the heck did I lose that mine key? Because he's also running out of locations. He is remembering that he skipped that item in Sea Palace behind the Dark Freya, I believe, and he's now going to see what's behind Dark Freya. Yeah, that looks like it.
Yeah, just missing 1 item can really derail.
Yeah. And we're talking about we're talking about the other players right now because this first fight of the Gaia fight is really boring. You just hit her when she opens her mouth in the comet phase, and Solar now entered the real boss fight, phase 2. This is Dark Gaia. She has a couple of attacks. She shoots these laser orbs from the side. These are aiming at Solar. He needs to block them on time. Then she will open her mouth and shoot a laser at him. He can hit her in between the time when she opens her mouth and shoots the laser, but he needs to use the aura to avoid the laser, so he's trying to squeeze in a couple of hits. And there's also these bubbles floating around. They will hurt him when they hit him, but he can just destroy them with his Firebird or with his normal attacks. And let's see, that looks like it's going to be a 4 cycle. Doesn't make any difference, he's far ahead. You can kill this boss in 3 cycles, but he is taking the safety route. He's making sure none of these bubbles get close to him. He's also blocking in rhythm to the music, showing off that he knows this music and loves it very much. And that was...
Almost got it.
Almost got it. That was a 5 hit. If you get 2 of the 5 hits, you can 3-cycle this. He only got 1 so far. So he will have to wait at least 4 more of those laser orbs. One more. Let's see. Does he get trolled? He does not.
There it
That
is.
is time for Solar and GG to
Very good game.
Solarcell007, our first returning champion. Solar won the second Illusion of Gaia tournament. And he's now the first person who got another title, which is really, really awesome. Well deserved. He was talking about, oh, I'm so rusty. It was just distraction.
Yeah, that was. I don't believe that. He's just talking. That was a very clean run by Solar.
And I don't know if Solar is already listening in, but of course he's invited to join us in the commentary if you want. Of course, you can bring your wife as well.
Yeah, we need to hear an explanation for why he didn't talk to Samlet.
You need there should be a link in the tournament channel in our Discord. If you scroll up, there should be a link. Or yeah, thank you, Dark Moon, for providing a link. And yeah, let's check with our other. Suborskar is now. What is he do? What are you doing, Suborskar? Why are you opening these doors? Oh, he wants to go to the dark space here in the diamond mine. He just freed his Lily, and he thought, okay, he thought that this dark space was closer than the other ones. Okay, I can see that.
Sure. I feel
think
like the one in Phrygia might have been a little bit.
Yeah,
faster,
but he
it
has
doesn't
so
matter.
much. He has 3 defense and so much HP. It would have been a super long death warp.
True.
Yeah, I can see that. And he's also going to the boss right now, so we will definitely get him in second place. And Bagu looks a bit confused of where to go next. And Solar, if you want to join in, just broadcasting waiting room, please, Solar. There, if you scroll down, there should be waiting room, and then Dark Moon can move you down with us. Oh, there he is. Hello, Solar, and GG's.
Hello.
You are the first recurring champion of the Illusion of Gaia Randomizer tournament.
Happy birthday, Queenie! I got you a gift.
That's right.
Very
You're gonna
awesome.
win. You're gonna win the amazing cube. So talk us through it. What was your impression of the seat?
This was so clustered. I was having such an inventory clutter issue. But yeah, it was interesting. Lots of going back to the beginning in Diamond Mine. I didn't really know how to go through it. What's Bagu missing here? He's got the dress.
Bagu skipped the mine key in the prison. He was in prison earlier than all of you, but he ran past the hidden room, so he didn't get his mine key. Yeah, and now he's he was actually like 2 minutes ahead of you when he went into prison, but then he skipped that check and he full cleared Inca, and he just did all the single checks he missed, and I don't think he realized he missed that item yet. So he's in the map room and figuring out what he needs to do. And I think he just found it. Yeah, meanwhile, Suborskar is also in his phase 2. If we could get audio on Suborskar, maybe. Did he do a tree cycle? I didn't see. I was not paying attention. But yeah, the hints were super useful, Fiko and I was saying. Did they influence how you played, or did you just like
Yeah, so I went to Continent 1 when I kind of cleared everything else, and I was like, okay, I have Lola's Melody, let me go to Itori, and then I'll hit up the prison and Inca, hoping to find the necklace so I could just go back to Itori, but the Elder said the necklace was at the end of Mount Crest, so I was like, alright, maybe I'll find something along the way for there too, so, I don't know, it worked out, it seemed like a lot of back and forth for some things. It was fun seed. I'm glad it was a little longer than all the other ones for the tournament.
Suborskar
Z and I were
just finished now as well. So congratulations to our second place winner with a time of 1:32:08. So almost exactly 5 minutes. So also really, really close. And I don't know what Bagu is. I think Bagu is lost. Let's give him some time. Maybe he figures it out. Suborskar will not join us for commentary, but still, chat, please give all your GGs to Suborskar. Really, really well deserved. This is his first time ever doing any kind of tournaments. He said he was super nervous the entire time, but he really performed when it counted. He was also super close behind you, Solar, in your group race. He was like 3 minutes behind you. He absolutely demolished me in semis. He was like 16 minutes ahead of me, which is awesome. And he was the first one to go into the pyramid, by the way. You did not do Mu very early. He went straight into Mu with no stat upgrades, cleared that place, found his melody. When he had the aura, straight into the pyramid, 9 HP, no defense, doesn't care. Suborskar just full cleared the place in a record time, which is really awesome.
Did he have both hope statues? I didn't go in there because I only had one statue.
He went in early with one hope statue while you were doing the Great Wall, and then he came back with the second one later. But I think he came with the second one when he had both Rama statues, so he got the items and the boss kill at the same go.
Yeah.
No, Bagu, you're running past it again.
No,
no, Bagu.
Oh no, Bagu is made of Bagu.
We need to rename that chest to the Bagu to the death chest, maybe.
I think that's what it's called now.
That's got to be the Bagu room from now on.
Or the death chest, yeah. So we were looking at us and we were saying 43 red jewels on a chaos logic seed. That can be difficult because you never know if Angkor Wat is out of logic or if like the back of the diamond mine is out of logic or like the sometimes Crest doesn't have all checks available. Didn't look like that, but 33 red jewels is still a lot.
It was, and I was feeling like it was, man, I'm doing all kinds of stuff. I'm not getting anything. Pyramid just felt like a bunch of progression stuff that didn't lead anywhere. So what am I going to do? And I went to the mansion as soon as I could. I saw the magic dust and went, oh, okay, I'm back in this.
There was actually a hint about the magic dust, the gold ship, the queen.
Oh, I never get her hint. I need to talk to that woman. I was upset because of the Angel Village hint. It was gone because I waited too long to get it, and I was like, oh, I hope that's not something important.
There was actually all the elevator key was on the jeweler, so you knew that. Magic dust hint was on gold ship. Suborskar went into Babel and talked to the spirit, who told him about Mine Key B being in the prison. And I think you all got the hint about Mine Key A being on the coffin.
Yes.
So
hints were super valuable in this seed. That was really interesting.
Yeah. I think Bagu forfeited his play. He's in the broadcast waiting room. If you could move him down, maybe you can give us some thoughts. Hello, Bagu.
Hello, everybody. GG to at least everybody else in this race.
It was a GG for you as well.
Bagu, don't you know about the hidden room where you have to jump down?
Hidden room where I have to jump down.
In the prison.
Yes.
You ran past it twice. Your mine key was in there.
I ran past it twice? Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah. What?
In the room with
what did it have? Is that my mine key or is that something else?
Yes. It was your mine key.
Gosh. Okay, well, GG, gentlemen.
I'm sorry, Bagu.
I'm so sorry, Bagu. We really were. We really were. Yeah, still, GG, you were, I don't know how much ahead, but you went into the prison like 2 minutes ahead of the other players. So if you had gotten that mine key, maybe you could have, you knew about the mine key, the other mine key in Coffin, right?
Yes, I knew that was.
So that would have been your go mode item.
Yes, I was just waiting. Yeah, I was just looking for literally a mine key the entire time.
Yeah. Suborskar
Probably
was
the last 20 minutes.
Suborskar was the only one who got the hint in Babel. The spirit told us about the mine key being in prison. So, yeah. that would have been go mode for you, but sadly, skip the check. Gonna name that a Bagoo chest from now on. I think the community already agrees. Bagoo bait. I've seen.
Fair enough. Oh my gosh, I didn't even jump down here. I didn't even open the thing.
No.
Holy
you didn't.
cow.
Twice.
You think we're ever going to reach a point where every item in the game, like every
Has a
trolley
name.
location,
Named
is
after
named
somebody.
after someone who missed it in a critical moment?
Yeah. So all of you did a C play, by the way. If you go by critical plays, you went into Cress with 1 mushroom drop. Did it feel
Yeah.
dirty?
It did. But it did have
That's right.
splatters, so it was worth it.
Yeah. Suborskar actually had 2 mushroom drops. He did a little bit different sequencing than all of you, but at the point where you were all going to Angkor Wat, you were nearly caught up again with everything. Solar, you did not find your memory melody or your access to Continent 5 until very, very late.
It was in Mew. We got the hint in Euro, but I just kept going through with what I was going with.
So
I figured,
you were not
yeah.
you were not worried about that.
No, with a seed like this, even with 3 statues, you need the magic dust, and we knew it was going to be at the back of Diamond Mine. You need those 2 keys. I figured, okay, this is going to be most of the game. I'll get to the Continent 5 when I get to Continent 5. I can still full clear some other stuff.
Okay. So, maybe we can, if you have the scene for the prize again, maybe if that's possible, Dark Moon, that would be cool, because Solar, you just won the grand prize of this tournament, which is an awesome 3D cube.
Congratulations on winning the cube, Queenie.
With all your favorite characters.
Including the one that you
who's-
skipped.
And Solar,
Oh.
I have to tell you, sadly, that the one important character, which is in the middle, poor Samlet, you did not talk to Samlet.
He was on the screen. He had a red jewel. Nobody.
I'm very sorry, but as the admin of this tournament, I have to officially disqualify you, and you have to pay a fee for. No, I'm sorry.
Hey, if you want to deal with Queenie, go for it.
He just sadly watched from a distance while you came in, rescued Kara, and then left without even looking at him.
Yeah, so that was kind of rude to switch Samlet like that, but other than that, super clean play. Also gonna shout out again to Suborskar, who really had some clean plays. His sequencing was a little bit different. I guess that made the difference in the end. And Solar, you were just locked in once you had that mine key. We could just see how different you were playing, right? So
You say so.
where you, yeah, I think I saw that. How nervous were you when you had that mine key and nobody had finished yet?
I was pretty nervous. I'm just kind of ashamed I had 2 4 cycles this tournament for Gaia. I feel like a scrub. No,
That makes
it was
me
a
feel
fun
bad.
seed. I didn't die this time. I died twice in yesterday's seed, but this one didn't have any unintentional deaths, so I'm a little more proud of myself for that. It was
So
fun.
yesterday was your D-Rust seed?
Yeah. You got me nervous, Baggy. You said you did a practice seed last night with dark space warping. I was like, what is he doing? Why? No.
What's that music? What's that music?
Yeah, Suborskar had 2 tree cycles actually. Yeah, he did a tree cycle against me, and he just had 1 right now. So
Well done, Evan.
maybe Solar should take lessons from. No, I'm just kidding.
For sure I should. You guys, you and Suborskar Z are just been like carrying the community. You've been going through a bunch of seeds and promoting it. And we appreciate it, but you definitely, you guys are showing the skill. For sure.
I mean, our last 3 races against Suborskar I lost, so he's definitely overtaking me by a lot. But at this point, he's also playing all the super hard settings. So everybody, if you want to see Gaia Randomizer, definitely keep an eye on that guy. Yeah, but it was a super fun tournament. I want to say a big thank you again to the Final Fantasy Randomizer community. Everybody who joined us in chat had fun with us, asked questions, and asked questions and were excited with us, and all the good vibes here. But also the back that helped us with all the tech. Special shout out to Dark Moon, who's been tech support for the entirety of this tournament, for every decision, everything. Whenever we had a question, he was here to help us, and very, very much appreciated. Super thank you from everyone, and we hope we can do that again sometime for the tournament. Also, shout outs to Danny, who was the admin, who also gave us a lot of okays, took care of all the Twitch things for us. Very, very much appreciated. And it was one of the smoothest tournaments we had so far in our 5 years. So thank you very much. Also, shout outs go to Queen Anne B, who not only gave everybody the push to, yeah, we're gonna have a tournament this year, and you won't, and you will play with it if you like it or not. Like, he had the will to push it on. Who also did the layouts for all of us, and who also did our job in commentating and playing the race. All the commentators, of course, Wildin, which we heard yesterday, Bagu, who stepped in twice to commentate, Fiku, who did both the shifts today. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you very much. And of course to all the players, Bagu, Solar, Queenie, Suborskar, and yeah, that other guy who lost two races.
Well, how about a shout out to you too, Z, for really promoting the tournament and getting it organized and going through with all of this. We appreciate that. Very much so.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
And
thank you, Z.
A shout out to Bagu, the creator of Gaia.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna take. I'll receive that shout out, but I'll split it out to two more guys. Raven Zero has kind of taken over the randomizer and given it a life of its own. Is continuing to add new features and new things to the menu, if you will, of options. Essentially rewrote the entire randomizer from scratch the right way this time. So good on him. And also Mana Freak. This whole thing started back in 2019 when I got the crazy idea to build a randomizer. And it wouldn't have gotten off the ground at all if Mana Freak and his work on his program Gaia the Creator, which is essentially a ROM hacking tool for the illusion of Gaia. If it hadn't been for him, this wouldn't exist. So this whole community, this whole game, and just wanted to shout out that guy and thank him for all the work that he put in.
Yeah, and it's our 5th year. It's when I joined this community, I had no idea what randomizers are, and I think Solar, I saw it in your stream first, so it was really a super cool experience for me. I was not a guy of the first hour like you or Sai, who won the very first tournament. I'm not into the dev stuff like Neo Matamune, who sometimes helps out on the dev side, who won the 3rd tournament. I'm just a guy who loves to play this game, loves to play the rando, and I think I had a lot of fun. Doesn't even matter if you win or lose, it's just so much fun to have, and we had such close races, which is really, really great to just watch. I think I had more fun watching and commentating this time than I had playing at certain points, although I still loved playing. I really hope this community keeps staying alive. I really hope we will get more tournaments like this, or at least events like this. Thank you very much again for everybody who was in chat this weekend, for every raid, every follow that went out to either our runners or our commentators, for hopefully all the follows that went here to the Final Fantasy Randomizer channel. Everybody, I've seen already some people join the Discord. Very, very much appreciated. We are a very small community with not the biggest activity in the place. Let's admit that. But we all love this game and we like to share this love. So we hope you had a fun weekend. We did. We hope we'll see each other again, playing Gaia or playing different games. We all have our other side projects that we're all a part of. So I hope we had a nice weekend, shared our passion for gaming and retro stuff. So all I can say is it was a pleasure, and I hope everybody had as much fun as I did. Congrats go to Solar, the winner, well deserved, 2nd-time winner. You're gonna get your cube as fast as possible. And I hope I'll see you all again very, very soon in a tournament.
You're all awesome. If you can hear my voice, you're awesome. Have a great day.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.